Now, I asked Cookie to go find those 3 predictions I made yesterday that have come true today, and lo and behold. Oh, and I also, for you, Snerdley, I have the Republican consultant on TV today calling me right-wing. Will you hear this? No, I'm not going to tell you who it is. It doesn't matter who it is. The person was speaking for all of them, I'm sure. But before that, yesterday, this was me predicting that something at the Christmas party would be said to have caused Saeed Farouk, climate change, to go berserk, get radicalized, and commit acts of terror. That's what the left is going to try to do. We don't know what it was that happened at the Christmas party that offended the guy. That, to me, seems like the biggest wild guess of this whole bunch, this whole thing. Let's say that they eventually conclude here that, yeah, he was radicalized, and yeah, he was a jihadist. But at the same time, he may not have done anything if something hadn't worked to really tick him off. Well, what was that? Well, obviously, he's a Muslim, and he was forced to go to a Christmas party. That was yesterday on this program. Have you heard anything like that in the news today? I said this. Here's the next one. I predicted that someone would say it was the wife's fault. Yeah, this guy, he was a nice, normal, red-blooded American, whatever, and then he got radicalized. He ended up talking to some of these international terror people. And they inspired him to go on this spree or what. Right, now I didn't mention the wife, I guess, specifically in the prediction. I thought I did. But regardless, they're now saying that he was a nice guy. He wasn't a terrorist. He happened to get radicalized. By the way, that's key. Understanding the use of the word radicalized is an exoneration, folks. It's not an accusation. The way our government looks at Islam and terrorism and the media, to say he was radicalized excuses what he did. It does not prove that he was engaged in Islamic terror. So I'm sure when you saw CNN report today that they found linked to ISIS, all right, we're getting it. No, that's an exoneration. That he was radicalized by ISIS means he was essentially innocent. Because he was a Muslim before that. I mean, if he was, he wasn't radicalized by the nation and the religion of Islam. He's a practicing Muslim. He's going to the Hajj. He's doing all these things. It wasn't until he encountered ISIS that he became radicalized. And ISIS is not part of Islam. You see how this works? And I made the observation yesterday that the drive-bys in the media would do everything they could to humanize our victims, our perps. Big story here about how he had all of this wonderful stuff. His beautiful wife, new baby, great job, wonderful friends. And they're asking us, ringing it, what could have gone wrong? What happened? CNN now running a little Chiron graphic at the bottom of their screen. Suspect, male shooter, apparently radicalized. So they're getting closer at CNN to admitting what went on here. But see, even he started out as a great guy. Yeah, great guy, came here 20 years old, ended up being radicalized, and so he's not really at fault. We got to go find the people that radicalized him. And earlier today they did. It was ISIS. Because he was a peaceful Muslim before then. So see, it can't be Islam that forced him to do this. Therefore, there's no Islamic terrorism involved here because there isn't any Islamic terrorism.